The Pakistani-born Emirati cricketer Usman Khan has shown incredible skill in a short career so far. In 36 T20 matches, he averages 39 with a strike rate of 146. He has hit 3 PSL centuries, the joint most for any individual, but in the least number of innings. He has also hit the fastest PSL century in just 36 balls. Lastly, it has been over 19 innings and over a year since he has been dismissed in the single digits. He is a real talent, he is consistent, and he's a match winner. He is exactly the type of batter Pakistan needs. In my head, he would be the perfect number 3 for Pakistan in T20s with Babar and Sayyid Ayub opening. Even though Usman is Pakistani, he currently plays cricket in the UAE, and he needs to reside there for 14 more months to be eligible to represent them. So in the PSL, he has been selected as an overseas player. Now that he's shown himself to be the real deal, there's chatter about him giving up playing in the UAE to play for Pakistan instead. That does sound exciting, but honestly, I think it would be a huge mistake for him, and for his sake, I hope he chooses not to play for Pakistan, and here's why. Firstly, he'll need to be selected in the playing 11, and with Babar, Rizwan, Ayub, Fakhr, Shahibzada, Farhan, Mohammad Haris, Hasibullah, the top 3 or 4 spots is already rife with competition. Personally, I think Usman is good enough to cement himself at number 3, but if he fails for a few games, the selectors will drop him, and he would risk falling into the black hole of obscurity just like so many talents of yesteryear have. Sam Ayub had 3 poor performances in New Zealand and was dropped in the subsequent game, even though everybody knows he's such a great talent. Mohammad Haris hasn't been really given a proper stint either. Shahibzada Farhan was given a chance in New Zealand, but he was sent to bat at number 7, even though he's an opener. Pakistan simply doesn't have a culture of giving upcoming talent a fair shot. Then there are examples of other deserving players like Imad Wasim, who was sidelined for years despite dope performances in T20 leagues around the world. It was only after a change of leadership in the PCB that he was finally drafted back into the team. So even if Usman is good, that in itself is no guarantee that he will make the squad or the playing 11. So we have a terrible track record of nurturing talent, and it's unlikely that Usman Khan will be treated with the respect that he deserves either. And even though he seems to be a great cricketer, the chances are that he will not be given a fair chance in the Pakistan side. On the contrary, Usman would have ample opportunities in the UAE. He would be celebrated for being one of their star players. He would get selected for the lucrative T10 and IL T20 leagues in the UAE very easily. Also, players from associate teams get preferences to be selected in other T20 leagues around the world. Doing this, he could earn hundreds of thousands of dollars every year, and he would set himself and his family up well for the future. Unlike the UAE Cricket Board, the PCB doesn't easily give NOCs to their players to play franchise cricket around the world. Mohammad Haris, for example, was supposed to be given an NOC to play in the BPL. But after arriving in Bangladesh, the PCB just refused to issue it, so the poor guy had to return back home. If Usman fails in Pakistan, then there's no guarantee the UAE would take him back. Some may argue that he should represent his country and that his country needs him. To that I say Usman Khan moved to the UAE because he was not given a proper shot in Pakistan to begin with. It was the UAE that gave him his opportunity to thrive in cricket, not Pakistan. So perhaps he should try to win trophies for the UAE instead. And as much as I would love to see Usman represent Pakistan, it would be a mistake for him to go back to play cricket for the country that let him down. Honestly, I think he deserves better.